Today we're going to talk about safety nets and why they can act as a detriment to your happiness and to having a simple life. So what a safety net is. A safety net is something that we have in place, a habit, a routine, that gives us a false sense of security, that gives us this predictability in our life. Now I'll give you two sets of examples for what a safety net is. So the first type of safety net is your morning routine, and this is something that most people have a morning routine. They get up, they check Facebook, they go to the bathroom, they get dressed, they usually eat the same thing for breakfast every morning, if they eat at all, and then they go to work. That's a type of a safety net. The reason being is because we know what to expect, we know what's going to happen. Another type of safety net that people have in place that typically is more of an unhealthy type of safety net is constantly being in debt and being in unhealthy relationships or being in a career that is not allowing you to be at your fullest potential or be your true authentic self. So why people stay in these unhealthy relationships or in debt or in careers that don't allow them to be fully who they are is because it's predictable. When someone's in debt, oh, I'm in debt, I need to work extra hours so that I can pay my debt off, and then when they get debt free, typically it won't last more than 6 months or so and then they're back in debt again. Why is that? Because they've concentrated so much of their energy for so much time on getting out of debt that is their story that they keep telling everybody and themselves is I need to get out of debt, I need to get out of debt. So once they're out of debt, it's not predictable anymore. So now what do I do? Okay, so let me get back in debt so that I can pay off my debt again. These are two types of different safety nets that we have in place that give us that comfort of routine, that give us that comfort of predictability, and also makes us feel like we are in control of certain aspects of our life. So let me give you an example of a safety net that I had in place that no longer resonated with me, and then I'll share with you how I fixed it. So I love my clients. I have coaching clients, I have VIP clients, I have students, and the whole shebang. My coaching and my VIP clients have unlimited email access with me during the work week. Because of this, I had my email on my cell phone. Every time I looked at my cell phone, I noticed that my energy would drop. And finally, I asked myself, why do I feel this resistance each time I look at my email? And my answer to myself was kind of surprising. I felt that I really couldn't be present in what I was doing at the time because I was concerned about my clients and if they had sent me any emails and if they were waiting for me to send them an email back. So how this was a safety net for me was that I knew that my clients could get a hold of me via email, and I felt that I needed to constantly be checking my email so that I could be there for them. So then I asked myself, how could I address this safety net and how could I make this situation simpler? So I decided to give my coaching and my VIP clients my personal cell phone number, so if they needed me, they could just send me a quick text message. So with one mass email, I sent a new contact information and swiftly took my work email off of my cell phone. Now, at first it was a little bit weird not having my work email on my phone, but I found myself also frequently checking my cell phone and picking it up and realizing, wait a minute, I don't have my email on my phone anymore. Now it took about a week to really embrace this and to really allow myself to be okay with this change. But I gotta tell you, when I did it, it made the world of difference, and I really find myself having more free time, feeling way more present in what I'm doing, and I actually have a lot less stress because of this one simple tweak. So this brings us to you and this week's challenge. So this week's challenge is, number one, notice what resistance you may have in your life or what safety nets you have in place, and ask yourself why you have these safety nets in place in the first place and why you're feeling resistance to some of them or one facet of it. And then also I want you to brainstorm, if guided, on how you can integrate this change or this shift into your life. And then number 4 is to implement that shift in your life. Let's review that again. So this week's challenge is to notice resistance that you have in your life or a safety net that you have in place. That's number 1. Number 2, ask yourself why you have this safety net in place in the first place and why you're feeling resistance to it or to any facet of it. Number 3 is to brainstorm about how you can integrate this change or this shift into your life. So how you can make it happen. This is your action step. And number 4, implement the shift into your life and see how it makes you feel. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, or any other social media platform, as well as an email. If you've really loved it, please subscribe so you won't miss one single episode of Fearless Friday. Until next week, I'm wishing you a simply fearless day. Bye-bye.